As director of the Neue Galerie New York, I was immediately drawn to the meticulous artistry of Stephen and William's work. Many objects in our own collection break down the artificial barriers between art and craft. Mingyai International Museum's collections focus on the beauty of functional objects too. The brothers began their career by making haute couture handbags and accessories. Before long, these useful objects and the boxes housing them moved beyond function to encompass a wholly original fantasy realm.
In 1998, 1999, we first moved to New York, and we weren't really sure what direction our collaboration was going to take. We didn't know if it was performance, if it was design, if it was art, if it was fashion.
Soon the brothers opened a handbag and accessories company.
Handbags and accessories, it's perfect. It's sculptural, it involves beadwork, it involves fabric, it involves all of these things. It was always grounded in this idea that it had to be this functional object, this functional bag, this functional accessory, and it had to work in some way.
We spent hundreds and hundreds of hours designing these really elaborate, handmade, hand-stitched handbags and accessories. We got incorporated in 2001, and by 2003 we had our first line of handbags, and there were 9.
Over the years, the handbags evolved. People called them beautiful objects. In 2004, the brothers became fascinated with the idea of water, its movement and the way that light passed through it. To express the idea of water in their work, they invented a new way to construct a handbag. William had begun using beads in an entirely new way, weaving them on a loom.
And I was really interested in creating a textile, and creating that textile all out of glass beads. So Steve created the pattern, and then I would take that pattern and then make the perfect textile.
The shape for the bags always start as these just kind of gestural sketches. Just kind of sitting down with pen and paper and just drawing a shape and then drawing a shape and drawing over it and over it and over it until it just morphs into the shape that the bag is going to be.
Stephen had been reading books on couture construction and how to add elegance and refinement by invisible means. He eliminated the bulk created by layers of fabric in the bag by cutting away the lining, replacing it with a framework of corseting material. Now the bead textile could really evoke the effect of light passing through water. Other functional objects in Water Tower used watery blue tones and created different textures with translucent beads. As they were lifted from the boxes, the accessories twisted and unfurled, fluid as a waterfall. Their functions were becoming less important than the effects they created. The interior of the boxes was changing too, embellished by scrolls made from leftover materials.
We were using scrolls as a way of recycling, but we were also using them as a way to create this fantastical environment.
As their vision crystallized, the contents of the water boxes changed.
The Water Tower actually had many more accessories. A lot of times through our process of working back and forth together, some things make the cut, some things don't. Water for us was really about evoking a feeling for someone, and when we're opening it, we're trying to make people have a response to it.
People can still wear the ties or necklaces in the boxes. The handbags are still handbags, but now they have a life of their own. Stephen and William's boxes reveal endless visual and emotional surprises. Their contents may be inspired by the brothers' stories or memories, but when we watch them perform, the feelings are deeply personal. And the functional objects, sometimes completely hidden from view, have become conveyors of fantasy in universes all their own.